start? Okay, we're live. Hey, everybody. It's Maplebrook. Remember that thing we used to do? We're doing it more now. This is our Monster of the Week show where Josh plays a vampire named Connor Caldwin von Helsing. Boko plays a divine lady, former cult member named Adva Lusitana.
The Chosen.
And the Chosen, thank you. It's actually the Divine, but she might as well be.
Oh, right. The Chosen is the other one. Right. The Chosen is the... Yeah.
And Swissy plays both a weird nerd turned spellcaster called Wordsworth and an investigative journalist called Stacy Veers.
A weird nerd who's an investigative
journalist.
I
forgot I have Stacy.
You have two characters, Swissy. I don't know why you've done this to yourself.
I don't know either. It was just an in the moment thing. I was like, oh, that'd be cool to play Stacy too.
Swissy the kind of guy to struggle with like 100-piece puzzle and then say, I'll take a break and pull out a 1,000-piece puzzle.
So anyway, I've gone ahead since it's been a while, and I've written a brief summary of the first 3 acts of this campaign. So.
Oh, good.
Ahem. Our story takes.
Ahem.
Sorry, every time you ahem, it makes me think of ahem from fucking like 2 years ago. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Yeah, we'll never truly be over
kills
it.
Me.
Our story takes place in a college town off of I-94 by the name of Maplebrooke, Minnesota. Maplebrooke is a town where 3 factions of supernatural beings rule over the town in secret, while the human residents are none the wiser. The 3 factions are the Von Helsings, led by Dracula von Helsing, yes that one, a family of vampires who hold the financial seat of power in the town. The next is the Lupins, a family of Irish and or Scottish werewolves that are in charge of the police force and work a lot of trade jobs in the town, led by Rena Lupin. The third is the Church of Gabriel, a faction of angels that keep peace between the other 2 factions led by Faye Gabriel. A peace was founded many years ago by the 3 factions, and they agreed to let a team of hunters who don't belong to any one faction work out disagreements between them if something that came up involving more than one of the families. Enter our heroes, Adva Lusitana, a young woman with divine powers who escaped a cult that continues to pursue her. West Wordsworth, an ordinary young man who wanted to find his sister. And Connor Caldwin von Helsing, a young half-vampire that mostly goofs off a bunch and is terrible at keeping secrets. These 3 attended...
Wow, alright. Oh, God, no, hold on. Excuse you. What is this character assassination of me? What is this? Here's the lineup. Two actual people, and then the clown, the honk fucking little meme guy.
Connor Caldwin von Helsing, a young half-vampire that mostly plays video games. Is that what you would rather have said?
Yeah, well, I didn't say it was inaccurate. I just feels mean.
These 3 attended school and found themselves wrapped up in a paranormal event wherein a siren was leading I said that too fast and confused myself. Wherein a siren was leading students and other locals to their doom at a nearby lake. After meeting the groundskeeper and last remaining of the prior generation of hunters, Nigel Flintmore, the 3 of them took the fight to the siren and were victorious. Following this event, West began to look into magic as a potential vehicle for helping find his lost sister. The next incident took place at the local theater after an imp was targeting the cast and crew of a production of Phantom of the Opera. Team Delta Dragons, as they are now known, stepped in, and with the help of West's long-lost sister Pacific and a young werewolf named Katrina, they were able to defeat the imp, although not without catching the eye of the school newspaper's sole employee, Stacy Veers. But all of that had to be put on hold when Connor's relative, Hank von Helsing, got married to a werewolf. The joy was cut short, however, when Hank's new step-nephew and Dracula's maid disappeared from the party. After an investigation and inadvertently gaining Stacy's help, Team Delta Dragons were able to stop the Mad Doctor, who was taking supernatural beings and sucking out their powers before jamming them into others. It was a grueling few months, but our heroes have earned a little under a month's rest. Not that much rest, really, if you think about it. And now I have the actual intro for that chapter, unless anybody has questions about stuff. If I had to gloss over a lot to not make that intro 30 minutes long.
So we're picking up.
Didn't even mention Rad.
We'll get there.
Wow.
He'll come up.
So we're picking up.
It's roughly
I'm picking up that we're 1 month after.
Roughly, I can
like because we're in the basement of an abandoned school, right?
Yeah,
and it started on fire while we were fighting the doctor guy.
Yeah, you cleaned all that up. Basically, the last thing you guys did was exit the basement and wait for Benson to come pick you up. So we're picking up roughly a month after that. In fact, I can tell you what day it is.
I was just wondering because I remember I was the only member to not get fucked up in that fight.
Stacy was fine.
Hey, she was in the
She's
fight.
not a member.
She was there.
She was there.
Yeah, she
She
jumped on
helped.
his
Really?
back.
I thought she
She
was
jumped
like.
on his back.
I thought.
Jumped
I'll
on
be
his
honest. I
back.
thought she was at the school. I don't remember her being there at all.
Now she helped.
Now she helped.
She showed up just in
did
time to
Basically.
jump on somebody's back.
To jump on
Did
the
it-
doctor's
did it-
back so Connor could kick
Did
its
it
whole
do
ass.
anything?
Yeah, it so somebody could beat its ass.
Oh,
Ahem.
okay.
I now
I mean,
have
I
the
believe
intro
you.
for Act 4, for your eyes only.
Ahem.
It's a late night on the last day of school before your holiday break, and a lot of the student body has gone home for the holidays. Still on campus, though, are two members of the school's broadcast club, an engineer manning the switchboards, and the host of the program, The Overnight Show, Renee Knight. Happy holidays, listeners, and welcome to The Overnight Show with me, Renee Knight. As we cross over the 3 o'clock hour, we now move into the scariest time of day, the witching hour. She pauses a moment, and a wolf howl sound effect plays, followed by a gong. That's right, it's that time of night where you, dear listener, can call in and tell me all about the paranormal happenings in this sleepy little town of ours. We all know Maplebrook is a weird place, and it's time to share that with the rest of our listeners out there. We have our first caller on the line now. First caller, you're on the air. What have you seen recently that made your skin crawl and your spine tingle? Well, Renee, last month there was that weird string of beast sightings and that explosion over at Moonlight Run, right? Well, while that whole thing was going on, I heard about some creep in a plague doctor costume watching from nearby. I think I even saw that guy once. It was very creepy, I gotta say. That sounds terrifying, caller. Thank you very much. Yes, we've all heard word from city officials that a car engine overheated, causing some pretty serious damage out that way, and a couple of people even got hurt. That's the official story anyway, but your host tonight thinks there's something a little more sinister going on. Sounds like we've got another caller. You're on the air with Renee Knight. What's on your mind? Oh, dang, Renee, is that you? Sorry, dude, that wrong number. I thought this was the Pizza Hut. I'll hang up now. Keep rocking. Okay. Sounds like someone has a hard time with the phone book. Next caller, please. You're on the air. Suddenly, a loud crackling noise is heard from the radio in Stacy's office as she does some late-night paperwork. She hears the sound of static and a voice that doesn't quite come out all the way, and then the radio goes silent. When it doesn't come back on after a moment, she barely notices as she continues her work. A few minutes later, she glances at the clock and decides she's been up long enough for tonight. Stacy closes her laptop, exiting the room and locking the door on the way out. So Adva. It's been about a month since your I think you said you were going to the hospital. I don't know if you actually did that. You can so the hideout has an infirmary now, in case you guys don't remember, so you can heal up there if you want. Everybody, if you've taken damage, by the way, go ahead and fix that. You're good.
All of it?
Yeah, you're good now.
Thanks.
It's a new season. Everyone's fine.
I am no longer harmed.
So yeah. So I will say, yeah, if you wanted to, you could use the infirmary to help your recovery, but you still would have been out for about a week. So in the other 2 to 3 weeks after that, what have you been doing? I will let you know that one thing I have written down here is that the swim team has been somewhat frustrated with your constant injuries. The coach is still saving your spot, but one of your rivals on the swim team has been gunning for it.
They have not been constant. This is the first time I've been in the hospital.
Yeah, but I'm sure you've had to dip because of incidents.
You have been injured a few times.
Yeah, but that's not my fault.
Well,
they don't know that.
The swim team doesn't know that.
I think during this,
that's the only little bit of secondary background note. I don't think you ever responded to the other Stacy's love letter, a different Stacy.
Yeah, I know. I did.
Oh, there is a second Stacy?
There's a lot of Stacy. There's at least 20, I think.
Well, yes, no, but I mean, there's 2 Stacys currently pining after Adva.
No, it's just the first.
Just one.
It's just the one. Okay. I thought she had gone on a date with that Stacy.
She had.
Adva's a dumb lesbian and didn't realize it was a date, Josh.
Ah, that's what happened.
Yeah, it is.
Roger Dodger.
Stacy Meyer is the one on the swim team that has a crush on you and gave you a love letter last arc that you again did not respond to.
Okay.
So yeah, what have you been
Can-
doing for 2 to 3 weeks?
I'm trying. Can I have responded to the love letter, or can she have visited me when I was in the hospital? I'm gonna elect to choose hospital over Haven.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to play that scene out?
Yeah, sure. We can do it. I can lie.
Okay. I mean, you could have just said no if you don't want to.
No.
Please.
No.
All right.
Alright.
So you're in the hospital recovering. It's been, we'll say a few days. You've managed to get. Stacy comes to drop off your homework once again, as she usually does when you're out on injury. And she comes through the door. That nurse guy from last time, who I don't think ever got a name, lets her in. And she's like, "Hello, Adva. Gosh, that looks terrible." She looks at your leg is real fucked up from acid, so it's wrapped up real good.
Oh, it's my leg. I thought it was my back.
It was your leg.
Ooh, that's not fun.
No.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, how's recovery going? I've brought your homework again.
How's my recovery going?
Okay.
No, that's me asking you. How is it going?
Fine.
I wasn't Adva being sarcastic.
Okay, yeah, it's sorry.
Adva
believe it
doesn't
or not.
know.
It's going
Adva
all right.
doesn't know.
This is about day 4 or 5. I said you'd be out for about a week if you visited the
4
infirmary
or
a
5.
couple
So
times.
she's over the hump.
Yeah.
Doctor says I should be out soon. Now I don't know how long that is, but
Well, that's good. Some of the girls have been not super thrilled with you being out, but still being number 2 on the team. But the coach is keeping it down.
she shrugs like it's not my fault. I didn't ask for my leg to be busted.
I suppose you didn't. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Okay, she doesn't seem to believe that. Based on how every time you've said, "Yeah, I'll be careful," you've gotten more injured afterwards. She looks worried.
No, for real, I'll be fine. It's Laugh is not in character. It's nothing.
Okay.
I mean, it is a leg wound, but it could be worse.
This is a flesh wound.
If you say so. She sets the stuff down on the side table and then kind of stands there for a little bit and goes, "Well, if there's
What's up? Do you need something?
No, did you she's just kind of staring there, like trying to figure out how to bring this up in a not suspicious way, but it's not going well. So she just sort of asks you, "Did you read my letter?"
Better, Oh!
So is that a no?
No, that was an O. That's a loud O. She had forgotten.
Oh. Is that a yes or
Yeah, yeah, I did. I'm sorry, I forgot it. The whole, she nods at her leg.
right? Sure, of course.
The whole incident it kind of made it slip my mind. I'm really sorry.
No, it's fine. She's blushing now, and she's like, "Well, okay," and she just kind of starts like stiffly walking towards the door.
I can't give you a straight answer right now, but I promise I will when I can. I know this sounds really weird, but I will give you a straight answer as soon as I can.
Okay, she says.
It's not weird. You're fine. Please don't worry about it.
I will try not to. And she nods to you and leaves. And then a few minutes later, a young man teleports into your room.
Young man.
Wearing an Assassin's Creed hoodie. You know the guy. It's Sam.
Oh, it's
That guy that's been helping you out.
Hi, Sam.
I don't remember what his voice sounds like, so I'm just going to start talking. "Hey, just wanted to let you know. Oh, sorry, you're not busy right now, are you?"
Looks. I don't. No one else is in the room anymore. The doctor's left, I assume.
Yeah, no, there's no one else in the room.
I am bedridden.
Right. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, just so you know, I've been keeping track of the menagerie best I can. They're making moves, so I decided that the best way to help you is to enroll at the school so I can go there and it's not weird.
Sam, aren't you like 30?
It's never too late to get a higher education.
She raises at least one eyebrow.
Does Adva think 30-year-olds can't go to college?
What the fuck, Adva?
That's kind of fucked up,
It's
Adva.
kind of fun. It's kind of fucked up. He goes,
I mean, everyone else is our age.
so here is something I would like to know from you. Who
Yeah.
can we trust on campus?
She thinks. Well, you know the three that I work with, right?
Yes, it's he kind of like thinks for a second. He's like yeah, it's Connor and West. Is there somebody else? I only remember those two.
Long story short, at least there is a Stacy. I don't know her last name, but this is something you should know. I feel like you should know this about the school is that there are at least 20 people named Stacy, and most of them look the same.
Jeez, that is super
I-
weird.
Trust me, I still haven't figured it out. I got a love letter from one of them, and I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do about that either.
Oh, sick. I don't know. You thinking about it?
Oh, sick. Tight, bro.
I like to imagine he talks like a cult member, like, "Oh, sick, tight, bro."
I'm thinking about it, but I'd rather not put someone in danger who is unrelated, if you get what I mean.
No,
That's
that.
good.
Hey, listen.
Sickness, bro.
From one former cultist to another, that totally makes sense.
I don't want her to be a
And
bargaining
Altair
chip.
said, "Oh, sick." I
Gets
felt
stabs the Pope, gets the apple. Sick.
sick.
Tight.
Aside from those three, you can trust Nigel the groundsman.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yep, he has the weird basement.
And then,
Hmm.
I've realized I don't know anyone who goes to my school.
The actual headmaster.
Yeah,
I don't remember her name. Oh yeah, the headmaster's
Let's say a Gabriel.
obviously in on it on count of being an angel. I
Yeah.
don't-
Headmaster
something
Gabriel.
like that.
Oh, the headmaster's an angel? Shit, that makes. I might go talk to her about stuff if that's cool with you, because if the menagerie's gonna start making moves, it wouldn't be a terrible idea for her to know, because if they start coming after you on campus, that's gonna cause problems.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna go do that then. Do you need anything else from me?
No, have fun with your transcripts.
No problem. Stay safe. And he teleports away.
This is exhausting. I should not get injured as much.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Is Triss gonna talk to me too?
I don't know. Do you have anything important for him to say? He doesn't have anything important to say. What do you want? You're not analyzing anything.
True. Hey Triss, how long until my leg's good?
You hear a voice in your head and goes, "Response. Probably a few more days yet at a minimum, but it may be some time before you regain full use of it."
Heck.
All right.
Sick, dude.
We'll cut away from there. And Connor, what have you been up to for the last month or so? Benson drove you home that day. I will point out that you have not seen your mother since that day. She hasn't shown back up at home. And anytime you ask Benson about it, he's not talking.
And she was being suspicious already.
Yes, if you recall, you wrote down on a notepad or something, "I am suspicious of my mother."
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, that notepad has long been lost in a pile of other notes.
Right.
You know, if you sort through them, it's just anything that was on his mind at the moment. One of them just says, something like sneakers plus trampoline, and then there's a big question mark. I think he managed to forget about like those moon shoes and is now trying to invent them himself. But that's buried
Good.
under a pile of separate notepads that are all just stat spreads for a new character he wants to make in one of his games. And then that's under a pile of notes that's just about I was gonna say groceries, but he doesn't actually do the shopping.
No.
It's probably like just a
Crafting
list
recipes.
of things. No, it's probably a list of things that he's been meaning to ask Benson to purchase. There's no less than 3 different notes at various sedimentary layers within the note stack. There's
Right,
at least
right.
3 or 4 layers that
You
just
could
say
carbon date it if
socks.
you wanted to.
Yeah. And each time you find the note that says socks, it seems a little more desperate.
Yeah. So what have you been up to
But
for
anyways,
the last month with those things
that's
in
the
mind?
note
also,
thing.
also the other thing, sometime during your last adventure, you were talking to one of your clanmates in your game Realm of Kings, I think it was, if I remember right.
It's true.
And
That sounds right.
you discovered that they live in Maplebrook and immediately logged out. So I don't know if you want to
Yes.
resolve that in any meaningful way.
That's the main thing he would like to work on. But since he is not injured, he has a more pressing thing. Once he gets home that very first night, and he goes off to his room, he sadly takes off the tattered remains of his windbreaker
Right.
and puts it up on a hanger and just like hangs it in the back of his closet. It slips off. He hangs it back up better this time. It slips off.
No.
He sort of just ties it to the hanger and pushes it to the back of the closet. And then he mourns it for a moment. Then he sort of gives his knuckles a crack, and he sits down at his computer, and he opens up Mozilla Firefox, and he types in the search bar, fashionable windbreakers, 90s. And then a week of this happens, at a minimum. At a minimum. He's, like, when he's not going to school, where he's barely paying attention, let's be real. He is engrossed. He's joined subreddits, right? He's found forum posts. He's like going to
Desperately
like
looking for a new
like
windbreaker.
Etsy stores. He's begun traveling to various St. Vincent de Paul's and Goodwills across the greater Minnesota plains.
Excellent.
And right as he's beginning to lose hope, because it's been about 5 days and he loses hope quickly, a real golden retriever of a man,
Right,
he he finally finds it at an undisclosed location. He is met. His eyes are assailed in the most pleasant manner by the excessively vibrant windbreaker he is now portrayed in.
Excellent.
And he purchases it for $7. It's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal. Thrifting, you know?
Yeah, I can give this, just drag this over here. This windbreaker specifically.
Oh yes. On the stream.
There it is.
So everyone can see it.
Oh,
There
nice.
he is.
Terrible.
Excellent. It's brilliant. Oh, so he's feeling pretty good. So basically, so he takes a rest weekend. You know, big stressful event for him.
Right.
During this week, you would think he would have visited his friends in the hospital/infirmary, but he forgot. He's
So I guess
way
you guys
too
just
obsessed
didn't
with this
see Connor
windbreaker
for, like,
thing.
a week after this.
he was you both got admitted, and then he ghosted. And the next time you will see him, he'll have a really snazzy windbreaker on. But with that done, his main focus is in fact going to be trying to figure out how to find and I don't want to say accost or assault. Speak with this clan person that knows things they shouldn't. So
Alright.
his plan is gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad plan because Connor's gonna come up with it.
Right, yes.
I think he would probably start a new character, like a fresh account in his Realm of Kings game.
Good. Not even tied to the
Uh,
old email.
Yeah, like complete new account, and he would pretend to be someone else, and then like work his way into the clan, and then try to suss out what, because he knows the teammate, right? Connor knows the teammate he needs
Yes,
to figure out.
it was I believe Candidly Candy or something like that. I
Yes,
would have to double check
that
my
sounds
NPC
correct.
document, but I'm pretty sure that's it.
So he would subtly, subterfugely negotiate his way through the Tetris mire of social contact, and try to figure out what she knows and
Cool.
who she is and her home IP address.
Now that's a little. Does Connor have any sort of hacking skill at all?
No,
Alright,
of
great.
course he doesn't.
Okay, so we could just assume this plan goes about as well as we expected.
All right, but okay, listen. No, listen here though. It might he might get useful information but just not realize he got useful information.
True.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Is there any part of this he would like to play out?
That's a good question.
No is an acceptable response.
Could always ask a certain PI.
I think the funniest scene of this will be when he first joins the clan and pretends to not know who anyone is
Right.
or anything that's going on. And yet
Nice.
he's also trying to talk up his main character a little bit
All right. Yeah. So
by being like, "Oh wow, how did you guys manage to clear this boss? I bet you had to have a really good tank for that." And then and then Connor in real life's like, "Heh heh
This is not how the game works, but I'm gonna grab some dice real quick.
Okay.
Two of them figure out it's you, but they don't say anything.
Well, okay, that's
Oh,
fewer than I
man.
expected, frankly.
two of like your main four, like, or two of like your main group of like 3 friends.
Oh no, but not the
I w-
target, right?
I will say not the target, no.
Oh, thank God.
But they don't say anything, at least not to you.
Connor definitely thinks he's got everyone fooled, no matter the outcome.
All right. Well, is there? I guess while you're doing this subterfuge, is there anything like you want to try to ask Candy?
So basically, it depends on the flow of conversation, but he's gonna be like, "All right, let me ask you this. Let me posit this one at you. What role does she have
She is
in
a
the
healer.
clan?" She's a healer. All right, perfect. This character also a healer,
Ah, I
right?
see.
So that's what I was hoping for. So the plan will be he pretends to be a noob, and so he has an excuse to like ask her for tips on like heal rotations or
Right.
whatever
Right.
game mechanics there are with healing.
Yes.
And the best part is he only has to act somewhat because Connor has never done any other classes. He only knows how to tank
Right.
and
Yes.
and he only knows how to do it by being like hyper aggressive.
Right. Yes. Obviously, of course.
So that's gonna be his end. That's gonna be his plan, is to be like, "Oh, well, how do you heal so good? Can you give me some tips and or tricks?" And then from there, once some time has passed, he's gonna begin asking what will seem like mundane questions. Like
Okay.
he'll be like he'll log in one day and be like, "Sorry, I'm late for our training. I had to take my dog to the vet. Do you have a dog? Pets, am I right? And then stuff like that. And Connor's frantically writing down any snippet he gets, because then his plan is to spend as much time at school as he needs staring at people until he susses out who it is through the Venn diagram of information. You see what I'm
Yeah.
going for?
Sure. Yep. That sounds great.
It's a good plan. It's an excellent plan.
All right. I no notes. If that's what you're doing for the next month, I'll move on to West.
Well, hang on. Does he get the info or doesn't he? That's why. Or will you present that at the end of the month?
Here's what I will give you for this plan. You find out that this person, that Candy, she carries around a bag that has a pin on it with the Realm of Kings logo. She has
That's a hot clue. That's a big clue.
She has 4 cats. She wears glasses.
Okay, cat person. Glasses. Okay. Hang on, hold on. Let me write these in a notepad in real life. Wait, better. MS Paint.
Nice.
Great.
All right. We got pin. Glasses. See, this is exactly what I needed. Cause Connor's got this now. Now he's just got to turn on the charm IRL. And also during this whole time, he is not logged in with his primary character. And like with someone, if they've got like a group chat or something outside of the game for like organizing, he's just been like, I got a cold. And then he is ghosted for like a month.
Great. I'll say, why don't you just roll me a d20 again? I know this isn't how the game works, but
all right. 1d20. 5.
Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
You don't get that piece of information. That's fine. I was like 50-50 on whether to give it to you. I think I've given you enough to work with to start.
Hey, man.
So over the course of a month, those are like
those
the useful identifying things you can glean.
The notepad's just got tons of scribbled out non-helpful things.
Right.
Like one of them is like their astrology sign, but Connor doesn't know those, so he just like scribbled it out.
Great. Wes, what are you up to?
Yeah, follow that one, bud. Follow that master plan.
What have you been up to for the last month?
Sitting in the hospital bed of the infirmary.
Yeah, weren't you like real bad after this?
Pretty sure I was real bad again. Yeah. I was like 2 points away from dead. So
like a week or two.
Wasn't great for you. So yeah, if you're doing the infirmary, you're going to be laid up for a week or two. But I think you wanted to be down there anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So while Wes has been in the infirmary, Nigel is probably been cooking pancakes and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Nigel's probably just been pancaking it up for the last 2 weeks, checking in on you every day. You have been,
what a guy.
I assume, studying your magic book.
Yes.
This is what we talked about.
Yep. This cool magic book that I forgot the name of.
The book that I don't know if it has a name. Connor bought it for you off the dark web.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You can name it if you want.
It was a birthday gift. Hang on, let me come up with one real quick.
Yeah, and can I glean it from studying it for so long?
Yeah,
like does it speak to me at any point? Like
there's definitely
I
a
am
Lovecraftian...
called Jesus.
No, it's not called Jesus, and it doesn't talk.
Okay.
How about pages like flip on their own to certain information when you're looking for it, but
okay.
That's about the extent of the magic that the book itself does.
Cool.
All right, how about for this? I'm just pulling up a quick Lovecraftian name generator.
Oh, good.
I think a cool name would be man, I just had it. Oh, there it is. How about the name of the book? is the diatribes of Dolfo.
Of Doltho.
Dolfo.
Doltho.
Dolfo.
Spell that one out for me.
Well, it's Lovecraftian. Just throw in enough H's and U's and you're good.
DHOLPHTHO.
You want to
Yeah,
try
basically.
spell that again for me, please?
I just fucking.
I know
winged it,
you
my
made
dude.
it up. That's why I'm asking
Alright.
you to do it again.
Okay.
Yep.
DHOLPHTHO.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
All right.
That's
sure.
an amazing spelling, Swissy. That's way better than what the actual spelling was.
Was there an apostrophe in there somewhere in the original spelling?
Yes.
Ah.
You know,
I
you
thought-
didn't have to ask me because I already wrote it down. I just saw it change in front of my eyes. I just hadn't clicked out of the
Can
window
we
for
can we
update
can we
yet.
still put in one apostrophe? Can we put apostrophe after the D that doesn't actually change anything?
Sure. Boom,
Like
there
that.
it is.
The PH into TH is a really strong string of characters.
Yeah. Dolph, though.
Dolph though.
It's bad mouthfeel.
That's sick.
Thanks, Lovecraft.
That's perfect. That's what you need. Dolph though.
Yep. That's the one.
Also, Connor's gonna lose his shit when you reveal that the book he bought off the dark web was really magic.
Yep. So yeah, you've
It's pretty
essentially
dope though.
you've essentially just been like studying in the basement for the last like month or so, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, seeing what insights this book has for me and how it can help me learn to control my magic better.
Yep. In the course of reading this book, you do, in fact, become much better at magic. So good, in fact, that you become a spell slinger instead of the expert, which is what you were before. West has changed playbooks.
I have indeed.
So before we get into current day, one more thing is Stacy. What have you been up to for the last month? Specifically, what I would like to know from you is what you ended up telling. What was her name? Becky, the person who brought the investigation to you, about your investigation that you did.
What was the investigation again?
The investigation
what was her question?
The investigation was regarding she saw some kid lift a 400-pound beam with magic at the
Oh
theater.
yeah. Oh that. Oh.
Yeah, Stacy was investigating that.
Yeah, because she was there, wasn't she?
Yep.
Yeah, she saw that with her own eyes.
Yep.
Yep.
Never happened.
Never happened. We made it up. Special effects. It was a prank. It was an elaborate
Oh.
YouTube video.
Boy, what do I tell her? Hang on.
I will remind you that your gumshoe code is the truth must be pursued.
Pursue doesn't mean told, by the way.
Doesn't mean
That's
found.
true.
So
It
go
doesn't
tell
mean
your
you always
work
have to
on that,
tell the
buddy.
truth. But
I have to seek the truth. And I know
Yes.
the truth. So I don't have to seek shit here. So
Tell her you need more time.
that's a good point. That's a good cop out, Josh. I like it.
Connor's a master of cop outs.
Well, it's a little tricky, but I think I need more time to figure it out.
okay, I guess just keep me updated.
Will do. It's a tricky one. It's a real head scratcher, that one.
Quick question: When this scene that's playing out now, were we thinking this is like 2 to 3 weeks into the month?
Yeah, so she would have been doing her investigation.
She would have started right before the doctor, right?
Yes.
And then-
So she's been investigating
Yeah.
for about a month and a half or so already.
Right.
I'm just asking because if we're in like week 3, I have an idea. I have a quick
Oh,
All right.
plan.
what do you got?
I mean, hit me. This can be whenever. She
Hit
might have
me.
stopped in more
Sure.
than once.
Kill me.
I want it to be like right after one of the times that Stacy just pawned off for more time. and that like as the person's about to leave the door, Connor bursts into the door
Oh,
Jesus.
to Stacy's office. And it's just
Hello.
like, hey, oh, hey.
you look over. I don't know if you. I don't know. This is Becky Davis, is the person that this is. You do look at her, and she is wearing glasses, and she does
no.
have a bag with her,
My God.
and it does have a Realm of Kingspin on it.
Does she have cat hair on her?
None of this triggers in Connor's mind.
He
Oh
doesn't
my
even
God.
think
He
about it.
He goes, oh hey, sorry about that. You
Becky.
Becky,
She
Becky?
looks at you. She like
Becky?
squints at you, and she's like, "I think we actually have met before." She kind of like
Have
can't.
we?
She can't seem to place it.
Hmm.
It's like, well, I'll
Is
be.
that the roller rink?
I don't.
I'm normally there eating
think
chili
so.
dogs.
I don't think so. And she just kind of like scoots past you and says, "I'll be back later, Stacy. Thanks for looking into that for me."
Becky. I don't think I know any Beckys.
Yeah, anytime. I'll keep you updated.
Kind of just mumbling to himself inside the doorway still.
So,
Where's Stacy's? Stacy!
what? Yeah.
Connor looks around. He closes the door furtively.
You have, in the
I need your
meantime,
help.
gotten your door fixed. By the way, I don't know if you remember that Connor broke it.
Yes. I remember now that happened. Yeah.
Is Stacy concerned about being alone in a room with Connor, who knocked the shit out of her once?
She's got a hand on her Glock.
She doesn't. Okay.
She has a
You don't
Glock!
have- you don't have a Glock.
What? Fuck you, man.
I'll talk about this later, but you do not currently possess a Glock. I think you have a pair of
Okay.
nunchucks if you
You
want to
have
have
nunchucks,
those.
Sorry, I saw it in my inventory and I went a little wild with my words.
You're in a school!
I meant nunchucks.
We'll
it's
talk.
fine.
We'll talk about this
I'm
later,
fine.
but you don't have a Glock, at least not yet.
Can Connor see the nunchucks, do you think? Or is she being sneaky?
Local man mistakes nunchucks for Glock.
I don't know, Swissy, are you being
No,
sneaky?
I was reading over the Glock and I was thinking of the nunchucks.
Ah, I see.
Might be.
A common mistake.
I mean, she's not like about to fucking whip
Whip
them
out and
She
start
just
going
gotta-
shwa shwa shwa.
She's got a hand near him. Yeah.
Great, then Connor has no idea. He approaches rapidly to her desk.
Did I ever decide what kind of damage nunchucks do? I don't know if I did.
It was on the sheet at one point.
It's, yeah, aren't they like a normal-ish height?
Where did they end up? Like, oh, when
I'm
you
just
copied
gonna-
them over, you
I
didn't
might have
copy
missed that
the
part.
stats.
I'm going to look
Yeah.
at it right now. Continue.
I
Okay.
was gonna say, there should be,
Yeah, it used to have stats with it.
yeah, I thought
I mean,
you
it was
just
something
had
we
them.
made up, but still.
Yep.
It's
looking
probably
into it
like
right now.
close. Or it's
Because it's probably still in the old game.
Yep. I got it.
Anyway. As Connor
how much
rapidly
damage
approaches.
do they do? Connor needs to know.
It is to harm hand unstable.
Is
are
this the first
tags.
time we've seen each other since the
Yeah.
doctor incident?
Well,
Yes.
Well, Connor has ghosted you all for like a week, looking in pursuit of
Yes.
a windbreaker. So yes.
He's wearing the windbreaker though now. He rolls
Yeah.
in with it. He
real-
approaches. He rapid go fast to the desk.
She flips backward in her chair and rolls into a standing position. Nunchucks in hand.
Oh, sick! You have nunchucks?
She deflates. Yeah, I've had them the whole time.
Ah, I don't look at people sometimes.
You don't say. She
I got
says,
a
looking at the windbreaker.
Yeah, $7. You can't beat value like that.
That's
They
a
don't even make
bargain.
them like this anymore. It might even be better than my. And he pauses for a second and like kisses his fist. My old windbreaker.
She was there. She knows what happened to it.
He wipes
real
his,
shame about that.
He
Hey,
wipes
what's
his
up?
misty eyes. And he says, "Oh, right. And he whips around his book bag. And he opens it up. It's a travesty. There's just like stuff in the book bag shoved randomly. He's not a man that keeps a trapper keeper, you know what I mean? It's just
She makes
things
this.
in there.
She does this.
And he begins just pulling through papers just random stuff, most of it not school related. And eventually he finds the stack that he needs and he goes, aha! And he pulls out a single crumpled notebook page and he slaps it on the desk. And on it is written the words glasses, pin, 4 cats. And he stands triumphantly and looks at the page and then looks at Stacy.
She makes the pose that it's in her character art,
Yeah.
looking at the notepad paper.
I assume you will need
Am
more
I supposed to be getting
information than
something
that.
out of this?
Yes, I need investigative services. I need to find out who in our school matches these parameters. And he taps the paper.
Does it just say the word pin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
It's like, all right,
Glasses, pin, 4 cats.
let me give you the backstory.
Okay.
Stacy, we've known each other for many years.
We've known
And
each
as
other
you
for
know,
a month.
I play an online massively multiplayer game. A massively multiplayer online game. An MMO. A massively multiplayer online role-playing game. An MMORPG.
The only game I know is these streets.
He stops tapping the paper. We're in a school. Anyways,
Go on.
in this MMORPG, I'm in a clan. I'm in a clan. You following this with other players?
She
Do you know
nods.
what video games are? I don't.
Yeah, I play Tetris sometimes.
Classic. So there are other people that log in, and they're in the same clan as me, and I've known these people for a long time. But I found one of them revealed to me that they saw something weird in our town. I think they might have seen myself and West and Adva, in the middle of and he looks around, after school activity. And so I cleverly made a new account, and I've been spending these last few weeks outside of Windbreaker shopping, figuring out what I can about this person. And this is what I know. They've got glasses. They have a pin with the logo of the game. They have 4 cats, and they go to this school.
How many pins did Becky have, by the way, Soups?
She has a couple, but he hasn't told you the name of the game.
Right. No, I just want to know, like, even if
It's something
I
that
put
might
together
occur
there's
to you.
a pin. Yeah. So what's the name of the game? Like, what's the pin?
Oh, yeah, it's Realm of Kings.
Yeah, it's definitely Becky. you
Can
put it
you-
together instantly.
She strokes her chin, detective style.
Right, yes. Fucking lights a cigarette, leans back in her chair.
Yep.
These
She
mean
sits back in her
streets.
chair, puts a candy cigarette in her mouth.
Yes, of course. I was hoping you would say candy.
Of
cigarette.
course.
Yeah. Interesting. I think there might be one person at this school that does make all those parameters.
You know already. You have a suspect already. You
Yes,
haven't
in fact,
you
she's
haven't
been
even
in this
pulled up
very
the
room.
computer yet. It's you.
She deadpan looks at him and
Connor
waves over her
raises his
face.
fist like a fighting character.
She just points at her face. Glasses.
Yeah, you. Contacts.
Pin.
How many cats do you own?
I have a dog.
Damn, it can't be you then.
Great.
Connor looks deflated. He pulls a Jorts Moon out of his windbreaker pocket.
So did you even look at the girl you almost ran over on the way in here?
Oh, who, Mary?
Becky. But close enough. Listen, she's probably your girl. She has me investigating.
No, I'm not dating right now.
Okay. She pinches the bridge of her nose.
Hey, you got a trash can?
Yeah, knock yourself out. It's like in front of the desk. It has a little kicky thing to open it.
Ah, it's from the
Ooh.
Steppy Boys.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Connor taps his foot. Deposits an already gone Jorts Moon.
Wonderful.
Ah.
Anyway,
wait,
I'm pretty sure it's Becky Davis is who you're looking for. She has me investigating an incident involving all of you, which is how I came across you in the first place, by the way.
You see the gears in Connor's head struggling to turn.
The hamster in there is
Which I've done my
relaxed.
best to cover up now that I'm, a little involved, but at the end of the day, she's going to keep asking questions.
Does she have glasses?
Yes.
Oh shit. It might be her.
She was
Where can
also
I
wearing a
find her?
pin. Okay, she literally just left.
The school?
The
break.
room. You talked to her.
Really? Recently?
Oh my god. You're Listen,
Sorry, I'm having a
okay.
great time.
What do you need me to do about this? Because
Oh, I just need to find the person so I can, and he winks, talk to them.
she squints. Okay, I know you said out loud talk to them, but you winked like it was something nefarious.
No, I'm just gonna, and he winks with the other eye, have a word.
Okay, but do those words involve concrete shoes in the nearby lake?
What? No,
What?
I'm just gonna knock him out.
What will that accomplish?
Oh no, I'm gonna take him to the headmistress.
For what?
Memory wipe.
This is news to you.
And you think that won't be weird?
This is news to you that the headmistress can do that, by the way.
You ever seen Men in Black?
How is the head... What?
Oh, it's what I was gonna do to you until West stopped me.
You can do that.
Well, no, I can't do it. I can just knock people out and carry them.
You did knock me out, by the way. I'm not over that.
You startled me. I'll be honest. Listen, we had a lot. I was
You were
juggling a lot
in
of
my
things.
room.
You were investigating us. Listen, look, can we just put that behind us? I mean, who hasn't knocked out their friends once in a while? I mean,
I can't claim to have knocked out any of mine, but
really, not even with the nunchucks.
She thinks back to one time when she was practicing her nunchucks.
With nunchucks than anybody else.
It does a hard cut to a training montage of her with nunchucks knocking herself out at least 3 separate times.
Great.
I mean, okay. All right, let's and he does like the full motion. Let's put a pin in that. Talk about that a bit later. Get over that bridge. The headmistress is an angel. She can wipe people's memories. She did it to some jocks we needed to save from a siren mermaid.
Stacy has clicked on her digital sound recorder under the desk, by the way.
Excellent.
Connor fails to find.
Yeah, of course.
If he, did we not tell you this? Didn't we give you a rundown? Didn't West explain this? I thought he was supposed to be explaining this.
I don't even know where West is. And Adva's in the hospital, and you've been shopping.
Well, West is probably in the secret base with Nigel. If I had to guess.
Oh, that place?
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't really sure if I was welcome there or not.
Oh. Well, yeah. Aren't you part of our team? Didn't we? This is why we should have official votes. They never let me have official votes.
Well, I'm pretty sure you voted no.
I did vote
initially.
no. But I lost the vote. And whether I like it or not, that means you're in the team.
That's great.
Which means
I would have visited there, but at the end of the day, I've been busy.
Access.
I've been up to my ears in detective work. The streets that won't clean themselves.
I appreciate that this is what you're doing because this was exactly what I would have done for this character. I'm glad you knew.
Connor pauses for a second. He's like, okay, we'll put a pin in that. You know
Okay,
what?
that's
Let me
two
pick
pins.
up some of these pins real quick. Backstory. My name is Connor. Hi. How's it going? How are you?
I'm okay.
What did we tell you? Have we told you anything?
What
Like what we're doing?
What does Stacy know so far? Because I know there's what
Yeah.
she's investigated and what they've told her.
I can go back to my fucking notes from the first season if you want.
I don't think. Well, I mean, we took her to the hideout and we voted to keep her around.
Yeah, I mean,
So
if
she
you,
knows
if you
about
want,
us and the
if
hunters
you want
and
to
things.
say Connor catches her up real quick, you can do that without having to explain.
I was
all
gonna
of
say
it.
Connor would
That would
explain
be
anything.
fine, and she's got her audio recorder on too, so she's not. Yeah,
I don't know who she's planning to blackmail us for, but I'm here
she's
for
not. She just wants it for herself.
it.
Yeah,
So Connor
she probably just
will
thinks
then
it's a cool detective thing.
So
to
she
do.
can go. So she can go home to her little room with the red strings and pictures in it and put everything together.
just
Over
Excellent.
a cup of black coffee
Yes,
in
exactly.
the midnight hours.
well assuming she knows nothing, Connor's gonna basically be like, okay, so there's a group of hunters because of this pact, and he just goes like a mile a minute, and he's like, because of that they can't injure each other, so we need.
She's very
us.
glad it's a digital recorder, so she can slow this down later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's starting to slip in his preternatural speed
But
to
for
fucking
talking,
really rap god this. Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Sure, why not?
She's picking up like.
And that's how I got this
70% of that.
windbreaker. All right. But the headmistress, yeah. So back to this pin. Is that pin? No, that's me knocking you out. Repin that. So the headmistress can wipe people's memories, and my sneaky, beaky plan is to double check that this person is the person that I need, and then when they confirm it, I give them a little smack. Take them to the headmistress.
So if you're cool with the headmistress, couldn't you just have her call this Becky to her office? She doesn't have to say why. She could just memory
what?
wipe her. Couldn't you just talk to the headmistress and work this out without hitting people?
Kind of looks confused. But I'm gonna go to the headmistress. I could just go with her right away. That saves a trip.
Well, not really. It's the same trip all around.
The gears turn. What? I'll be honest, I haven't spoken to the headmistress since the first time either.
Yeah, listen, this is a lot for me, but even I realize there's no need to do this violently.
It isn't that violent. It's like just like a.
You know, my head didn't feel great after you knocked me out.
I mean, it's. Listen.
She tips her hat. There's enough violence on these streets already. The last thing we need is one more person thinking two wrongs make a right.
Great. No notes.
Yeah, but I'm only doing one wrong. So that makes it a if two does.
Listen, I've given you what you need. It's up to you what you do from there.
Right. Okay, yeah, good. Yes, I know. I'm looking for Davy. That's
Becky, you know, hang on. She grabs the torn piece of notepad paper and writes Becky Davis.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Connor holds out the palm of his hand.
She puts the note in his hand.
No. He takes the note out of the way.
She fucking writes on his hand, I guess. Becky Davis.
Excellent.
Plus, while she's there, a more detailed description of what Becky actually looks like outside of 4 cats, pin, and glasses. Otherwise, Connor is going to be knocking heads all day and taking them to the headmistress and be like, this the one? This the one?
Probably after the first one, she would do something about that, I think.
Yeah, I hope.
Excellent.
What am I saying?
Excellent.
I'm the DM. I know. I know she would do something after the first one of those.
But
Connor-
also, if Connor does notice, probably not, but her description of Becky is way more detailed than what you would expect.
Oh yeah, he has no idea. He's like, yeah, nice.
Like, it's enough to give to a police sketch artist.
Excellent, good.
That's cool. Unfortunately, Connor's stupid, so he has no idea.
Fair enough.
So like
Alright,
once you
great.
finish writing, he's like, he looks at it, and he's like, nice. He claps his hand and smudges it slightly, and he's like, well, and he holds his hand sort of awkwardly to the side. It's like, well, then I'll get out of your hair, your hat out of your, like a magician's rabbit.
Vampire.
What?
Well, you're more of a vampire than a rabbit.
Well, yeah, I am a vampire. That'd be like me just saying human. That wouldn't mean anything to you. Would that?
Well, I am human.
Yes. What are we talking about?
God.
I don't know. Get out of here.
All right, cool. Hey, have you checked on the other Delta Dragons at all? I kind of forgot.
How many weeks was this?
It's
Where's
like-
this in the timeline?
It's
like
been,
3?
I believe, like 2 to 3 weeks. We're coming up
Yeah.
on the end of the time.
Ouch. Oof. Did Stacy ever exchange numbers with anybody?
I thought she did.
Okay.
I guess that's up to the rest of you.
We'll say she's texted them. Whether she got anything back is another thing, but she's texted them to see how they're doing. West has probably texted back a couple times, but don't know about Adva.
Hospital.
He just texts that we're in a hospital.
Hoss.
Stacy texts Adva like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Hospital.
No, that's
No,
that's
wait. Is it the
exactly
hospital
character.
emoji or is it hospital the word?
I don't think Adva uses emojis.
Oh man.
If
And
Adva
West
uses
can't.
an emoji, it's an emergency.
I like it, it's great because West can't use emojis because his phone's too old. Advo doesn't, and Connor uses too many.
Yeah.
Connor uses almost
Stacy's probably like the
exclusively
only person who
emojis.
texts like a normal person.
If Adva is responding to Stacy's like text or in the group chat, it's probably just like single words. To be fair,
Connor's-
that's also how she replies to most of you as well.
Fair enough. Because she's
Fair.
aloof.
Yeah, well,
No, she's in the hospital.
She's in the
Hospital. Un hospital. You Connor's like
Hospital.
those people that do like the shit posts with way too many emojis between all the words. He texts like that, but for real.
Anyway, where were we at? Was Connor asking,
Connor
have I
was asking,
checked on
have you
anybody?
checked on anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, Adva's in the hospital. West is
That
shacked
makes
up at
sense.
the place, Which it's
Place.
weird because earlier in this before I said I texted West, I said I hadn't heard from him and didn't know where he was, but you ignored that.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay, I can
A
ignore
little
it
bit
for
of a
you.
retcon.
Cool. I'll pop in on them at some point.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure they'd
first-
appreciate that being your friends and all.
Yeah. But first, did I ever get you business cards to hand out?
She
Connor
pulls a
gets shove
stack of
into
big
his
business
bag.
cards out of her pocket.
Ah, sick. Good. I should go catch up to that. He looks at his smudged hand. Becky.
Becky.
Well, hang on a second. He pulls out. He digs in and pulls out a pen. It's one of those pens with like the multiple ink colors.
Right, yes, obviously.
He clicks down one of them. And he like scribbles the E in. Ah. Ow. All right. Thanks for the help. I'll let you know how my hunt goes.
You got it, and
And
I'll let
it
you know if
begins-
anything else develops.
He begins walking towards the door, but he's looking at his hand, so he bumps into the door frame, and then he has to like sort of readjust and walk out the door properly.
She's waiting for him to leave. Then as soon as he's gone, she'll walk up, shut the door, dim the lights. She gets to her phone, puts on some rainy noise,
Mm-hmm.
walks up to the window, stares out it wistfully, and takes a drag from her candy
It's
cigarette.
actively snowing.
Excellent. What a character.
I love it.
Fuck whatever I was about to say. Damn, that's good.
That's sick.
Nah, she says, plays back a bit of the recording, and it's something like along the lines of Connor being like, yeah, she can just wipe memory and something like that. If memory can just be so easily erased, is the truth even worth seeking? Fade to black, she says out loud.
Cool. All right. It is now the morning of the radio broadcast. That morning, Stacy, you're still asleep because you had that late night. What are the rest of you guys doing on the morning of that radio broadcast?
Well,
It's basically
after Connor
today
left,
is the first day of vacation. Unless, Connor, do you
So,
want to jump back to whatever that was?
well, I was gonna say Connor begins looking for Becky Davis.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to like have him find her later because like he can be as inefficient at finding her as needed.
Yeah, we can do that.
For
we can
timing
we can say you're
purposes.
like just walking around school hoping she didn't go home for the holidays on this day.
Yeah, he's mostly looking at his hand, which he keeps rewriting after every shower. The information on. He takes a photo of his hand, like with the note, and then uses the photo to rewrite the information on his hand. And it never occurs to him that he could check his phone.
What an exhausting man.
I know.
I love him.
Yeah, so what are the...
But because he's mostly been staring at his hand, I like to imagine he's walked past her like once or twice at a minimum and not realized because he's staring at his hand.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, it's so it's that morning. You come downstairs. So I do have something for you right away in the morning. You come down the stairs that morning after rewriting this note on your hand, and you find on the table Benson has prepared breakfast, and there's also a couple letters on the table that one of them is actually from the city. There's a couple other ones addressed to your mother. They just haven't been opened because she hasn't been around. But there's a letter from the city as well.
I shove a piece of toast in my mouth and tear open the city letter.
So what the city letter essentially says, I briefly tried to look into this and then decided I don't actually give enough of a shit to make this accurate to real life. But it basically says that your utilities for the month of December or November, whatever, your mother disappeared, have not been paid.
Connor begins choking on his toast. Uh-oh. Conrad's looking around the kitchen. Benson.
Yes, sir. He walks into another room, wearing an apron.
Sup, Benson? I go for the fist bump.
He fist bumps you.
Hey, we're behind on our utilities?
He looks at the letter and he goes, it would appear so, yes.
That's not normal.
No, it is not. Actually, sir, to be honest with you, my paycheck has not been paid for at least a few weeks.
Connors goes paler than a vampire. He's like, what? We're not paying you? That makes us bad people. What's going on?
I'm not sure, sir.
Did we go bankrupt? Has my dad been taken by criminals? Oh no. Is he funneling his assets overseas?
I would have no way of knowing, sir. I haven't seen your father in some time.
Yeah, me neither. Beans,
No,
Benson. Boy.
So yeah, that's your life now. He's like, what about your own finances, sir? I know you get an allowance from your parents.
Oh, yeah. I can check that quick, I guess. And he pulls out his phone and opens his banking app, just like there.
Your allowance has also not been paid out to you at the normal time that it usually is.
Well, this is bad news.
Connor's life is falling apart before his eyes.
This is all quite bad. This is quite bad, Benson.
I agree, sir.
Um,
It is definitely unusual.
Well, damn. All right, question for you then, Steven.
Yep.
From me, the player.
Yep.
Does Connor have any amount of savings
That is up to you.
at his disposal?
That's up to you. How much money do you think Connor saves?
How many whatever pocket mon?
Well, that's the
whatever
thing,
balls
right?
Do you buy
He spent like a week finding a $7 windbreaker. I don't really think he spends a lot of cash.
Yeah, so you probably have some savings. I imagine.
Okay.
I would say the amount of money you're generally given every month just for your like spending money or whatever, since like you don't have a job, but your parents
Right.
are rich, so they just give you. They're just like, here's some money for every month, you'll be fine. So if you don't spend a ton of that, then yeah, I think you're good, for now at least.
Well,
Your money has not been taken away. You just don't have additional money right now.
because if Connor has his savings, he wants to. His immediate goal is to get the utilities paid and Benson paid.
Yeah.
As much as he can from his coffers.
Yeah, sure. I think you can do that.
And then he is not sure what to do. He'll probably end up having to ask his friends for advice.
Yeah, so that's just something you're dealing with right now.
And then also he at some point later he's gonna check with his sister. Also, I the player need to remember Connor's sister's name again.
Elizabeth.
Lizzie, right. So at some later point he'll check with her.
Yeah, she's not home
And-
today. She's out doing something. But
I was gonna say he's basically gonna be like, hey, if you could stay at a friend's house, we might have to. Connor's gonna basically be like, hey, we might be poor soon, so good luck. And then like flash a peace sign.
So, West, you're hanging out in the basement, I assume, again, just for funsies.
Yeah, except he's up
Well-
and moving about now.
Well, I don't know. It's been this is the day after that radio broadcast, so yeah, this is what the adventure is starting now.
Yeah.
So you can be wherever you want, I guess. You can be up in your room or whatever.
Yeah, he's up and moving around. I'd say
Still in the
let me
secret
think
base.
here.
Is he in his room? Is he on a nature walk? I imagine not that third one, probably.
No, I think he's out of the base by now.
He's
The
just
base
back
has
in
a
his...
shower at it, right? It has at least that, right?
Sure.
Does it have a bathroom? Okay.
Why not?
Sure. He gets all freshened up and stuff, and he goes to make sure all is good with his belongings at his college dorm.
Yep. So the good news is, your side of the room looks great. Rad's side of the room looks how it always looks. So, it is what it is. He hasn't
Nice.
touched your stuff. If that makes you feel
He's
better.
not there when I arrive.
Not at this exact moment.
Okay. Just gonna take a look around, set my stuff down, get some things out that I
Just
Nothing important,
make
it's
yourself
just
a non-pancake
trinkets
meal
from
for a
the-
little bit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Been a lot of pancakes
myself,
for the last couple weeks.
I've
Your
had
cholesterol
over
is
40
through the
pancakes
roof.
in the past 30 days.
Frankly absurd. Yeah. So you're in your room for about 15 minutes, roughly, when you you hear the door open, and then you hear the door close, and then your sister appears and goes, "West, I need help."
He fumbles everything he's holding, which is one, the book that he's still reading over, and two, whatever sandwich he was holding.
Oh, damn, you lost your sandwich. No, anyway, important. Yes. Well, I guess not terribly. It's not the end of the world, but it's close.
Has she visited me, by the way?
Yeah, she's
Or has she
probably
been ghosting too?
She's probably
Okay,
been
cool.
by a couple times just to check you out. So, I was talking to Lizzie, right? We made up after that whole whatever happened last time. That was quite pretty bad, but everybody's good now. She wants to see my house. The problem, as you might suspect, is that I live in the woods with Paul Bunyan.
Yeah.
And I live in a college dorm with a skater.
What should I do?
Well, Wes thinks on this. He thinks of a couple things actually. He thinks of using Connor's place as a pretend, and then realizes why that won't work.
They just walk in a circle out
Genius.
to the end of the driveway, turn back around. Welcome to my home.
He's like, no, that's stupid. That's stupid.
That's dumb. It's dumb. Think better, Wes.
Then he thinks of the old Nigel shack, the groundkeeper's shack. He's like, no, that's a groundskeeper's shack.
And it's also on the school's property.
And it's also our hideout. And then he thinks, well, I don't think either of us wants to ask Dad for help.
No, I don't remember. Did we ever tell him that Pacific is like not missing? I don't think we
No.
did.
No.
We did
No,
not.
No, you did not.
He still doesn't know that I'm
No,
around.
but imagine Pacific appears before her dad for the first time in like what, 7 years? Dad, I need help. My girlfriend. wants to
Wes
see
thinks
my
about
house."
this. Yeah. Wes thinks about this for a minute, then snaps his fingers. How about? Yeah, I don't like hanging out with him either, but maybe I could get him away for a while, and
Okay. No, that could.
you could use the place. Yeah.
Yeah, it is his. I remind you that he doesn't live in town.
Yeah. True. Damn. He does drive for this job.
It's like a 30-minute drive, roughly. But I mean, Pacific does have a motorcycle, so she can drive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a thought. I don't really know anybody else's whose Adva definitely will not let me do that.
He doesn't have a house.
Adva also doesn't have a house. So.
She
I'm a
lives on
student
campus.
at this school. You
Yeah.
cannot use my hospital room.
So, given the shortage of houses between us, I think that might be. Yeah, I guess I could do that.
All right. I mean, I guess we can try that. Sure. Why not?
Awkward thing is, I kind of cut myself off from him when I came to look for you.
Ah, I see.
So he's seen me
we-
around campus,
Are
but we haven't
just
really.
like? Are we just like bad?
Is it? Yeah. Is it our fault? Wait. No.
No, the father is to blame.
The father is to. I mean. No. But also.
She's like, yeah, no, it couldn't be.
No, couldn't be.
You're crazy.
I mean, yeah, it'd be awkward to kind of just walk up to him after ghosting him and being like, "Hey, so anyway, you want to get some lunch? I'm your son, you know."
I mean, he knows.
Yeah,
her.
fathers never get lunch with their sons. Yeah.
Yeah, never. Not even once. I say that, but I actually can't think of the last. I mean, my dad works during the day.
I don't remember ever having lunch with my dad.
I have
Or
lunch.
my mom.
I have lunch with like my other parental figures. I wouldn't say all the time. Occasionally, certainly. I don't know that I've ever just eaten lunch with my father.
Huh.
He's a busy guy.
I mean, unless you have any better ideas.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to just show her my Paul Bunyan shack, but like, it's
You
weird,
know, we could.
right?
It's a little weird, especially if Paul Bunyan's nearby. Unless
I mean,
he's just willing to go away for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, like he could just,
Oh!
he could just go somewhere else, I guess. I could
Go
ask
into
him
the
to.
woods, Paul Bunyan. My
That-
GF
It
is
feels a little
coming.
mean-spirited, but he definitely wouldn't be the, easiest thing to comprehend for the layman.
I suppose. I mean,
What'd you say about my sister?
Layman? She's the vampire.
Yeah, you know, maybe if we fix
Yeah,
the
wait,
place
she's
up,
a vampire. Why are you worried about Mr. Bunyan?
that you know what? Hadn't considered that.
In fact, a shack in the woods might be the least weird thing about you.
Okay, a little rude.
He says this in a joking manner.
Little bit rude.
Wow.
You know what? I'll fix the
Siblings.
I'll fix the place up. I guess I'll let you know how it goes.
Do you need help or anything? You kind of came in here a little frantically.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. It's kind of messy. I live out there alone. Mostly the shack is filled with monster hunting weapons. I should probably put those away, right?
Yeah, considering... Yeah, I
Yeah.
would hope she wouldn't assume you're hunting
Yeah.
her, but yes.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Some things I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it beats hanging out with the old man for a day, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely. So can we, I don't know, like if you want to pop by today, later sometime or something, I don't know. You're not doing anything right
I
now,
don't
right?
have anything going on. Yeah, I mean, break just started, and I haven't been at school for the past few weeks anyway, so...
All right, well.
You're behind on homework.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Wes glances over at the desk of homework when she asks this, and he's like, yeah, I can make time.
He doesn't want to do that. All right,
In
cool.
fact, he subtly sneaks a few papers from his homework into Rad's pile.
Where they will definitely be done.
He'll just sort through it later and pick the ones he likes.
Great. It's like, well, okay. I guess I'm gonna go back home then. Catch you later. And she disappears. And then you hear her voice like, I don't know why I did that. And she just opens the door and leaves, but still invisible.
Okay, bye.
So yeah, that happens. Adva, you're back at school now. I don't know what you're doing. Kind of up to you, I guess.
I'm assuming I'm probably still in like rehab, right?
Could be. You're just like commuting to the hospital like once a week or something to pass up. You're doing pretty well, all things considered.
I think partially during this time I'm going to be just practicing fighting to be better, and also because that's my level up as ancient fighting arts.
Oh right, yes, I forgot. So yeah, you're doing some like covert training either in the woods or in the danger room under the base.
Probably under the base. Adva is still thinking about the Stacy situation, and she feels like she needs to talk to someone about it, but she's not gonna talk to Wes or Connor about this.
Fair.
Come on.
Neither of you. Here's
your option.
She scrolls down her contacts in her phone. It's about 5 to 7 people. Connor? No. West? No. Stacy? Non-interested Stacy. Maybe. I don't know about that.
You see the one text between you and her, which is, how are you feeling? And hospital.
No. She's like,
Nigel's the only other person in your phone.
Sam's in my phone.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe. Does Sam have a phone?
Probably.
It's like, yeah, like I feel like my only options, because I talked to Sam about it and he's not very helpful.
I mean, he
So,
asked,
either-
"Are you thinking about it?"
And I said, yeah, but what if? What if?
And he said, "No, that's a good point," and then left.
Yeah, it's not helpful. I need a dialogue. I guess I'll ask Nigel if I can talk to him about something.
Yeah, sure. He's like,
Nah,
yeah. So you come down,
Hey, Joe.
you come out of the like armory or training room or whatever in the Haven,
Yeah.
and Nigel's in there cooking pancakes as usual, and because it's like morning times, is what I'm deciding right now. And you pop in, and he's like, "Oh hey, how'd the stabbing go?"
She sits down and sighs. She's been using this training as trying to get her mind off the situation. Swissy, I'll also just give you this, like, and if you want Stacy to be here or pop in later, feel free to do so.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually do. I was gonna ask if Stacy ever makes it down to the hideout, so this could be the time if you want.
There has not been an Adva and Stace other Stace. This is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a very big problem where Adva
You could just
explains
say
to
Meyer.
Stacy that Stacy.
You
No,
could just
it's
call her
funny.
detective.
Hat.
Hat.
I feel like Adva would just make up a different name to use for the Stacy that she needs to remember a name for.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, but she sits down at the table and sighs and puts away her. No, she probably put away her trident already, but she just kind of sighs when she sits down.
Oh, what's wrong? You want some pancakes?
You know what? Why not?
Cool. He continues flipping the pancakes he's making, and he's like, "Oh, but what's got you bummed out? And if you do want Stacy to be here, feel free. I actually do need to talk to her at some point."
Yeah, I think she's there. She's probably in a different room at this point, just waiting for pancakes to be done.
Okay, cool.
Going through some stuff, looking at
Sure.
stuff.
We can do that.
Cool.
Probably investigating all of the wild shit that Connor told her a week ago.
Taking pics. Yeah.
Great. He's like, "Oh,
Connor sneezes.
what's got you down?"
I'm. It's messy.
This line of work tends to be.
No, it's only partially about that. So I got a love confession from a friend, I think.
Oh. Congrats, I think. I don't know. Did you like that? Was that good?
I think it's good. I don't dislike her.
Well, then congrats, I think.
But the thing is, like, I don't want to get someone who's not involved, especially with me, considering, people are after me.
That is tough. That is tough. He flips a pancake. What's the contemplatively?
Contemplatively.
Ah, that makes more sense as a way to say that. He flips a pancake contemplatively. He's like, Well, maybe you shouldn't take it from me because I'm a single man of a certain age, but I don't think it's a great idea to just kind of let life slip you by because you're worried about stuff like this, because then you just sort of won't have a life outside of this.
Wait a second, this is the Spider-Man problem.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is, isn't it?
That Adva did not say that. That was
Okay.
me, the player, saying this. She
That also
doesn't know
happened to Terry
Spider-Man.
McGinnis. Batman Beyond.
Like, this is a common thing in like hero stories, but like, the hero's always like, "Oh, but I don't want to get my lover involved. That'll be bad." But they're always like miserable without them.
I guess that's a good point. It's just like, I don't
I
want
don't know.
people.
I just don't think there's any reason to force yourself to be lonely. You don't want to be like Batman.
Who?
Oh my god.
At this point, Stacy walks in.
Oh, Stacy, real
Hey,
quick.
Nigel, what smells like burnt pancakes? What?
Oh shit,
Oh, hi.
pancakes. He flips the pancakes onto a plate and slides them over and then begins making some more. Oh, BT Dubs.
Nice.
On the table over there is a small box for you. I forgot to mention it to you earlier. I just finished this last night. He points to like the big meeting table in the middle of the room. You guys are in the breakfast nook right now.
Yeah, she'll sit and partake in pancakes first.
Adva eats like one bite of pancake, but
It's not bad, but how's your leg?
Could be worse.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, I was just we were just talking about girl stuff.
Fucking love Nigel. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spill the beans if Adva doesn't want to talk about it, but
Stacy wants to date, and I don't know if I should do it or not.
She nearly chokes on her pancakes. No, I don't.
Not you.
Oh, yeah, you know, there are like 20 of us. That makes sense.
That's
It's
not my
super
fault.
weird, right?
Have you ever, like, have you considered investigating that? That seems like, a thing.
Yeah, I've been wondering for a while why I'm the only one without an E.
Have you checked your birth certificate?
Oh, trust me, I've checked it front and back. Invisible ink, too. Nothing.
Yeah, that invisible ink they use on birth certificates to keep people's names secret.
Yeah, she used
Just
an
to make-
invisible ink light to make sure.
to make sure
you
nobody
He
wrote
poured
fucking
lemon
extra
juice
lemon.
all over her.
I was gonna ask about the lemon juice.
She dunked her birth certificate in a pot of lemon
Oh, trust
juice.
me, the case file on
ruining
that one.
it. And the lemon juice.
Trust me, the case file on that one goes deeper than even I want to know.
Great.
Excellent.
No, but my problem is so I'm not sure if you're aware of my situation, but I do have a lot of people.
You
after
actually
me
probably aren't.
No, Connor filled me in on some stuff, but I didn't know there were
I don't
people
think
after you.
did Connor fill her in on the cult stuff? Probably not.
Long
No, Connor
story-
probably forgot
No.
about the cult stuff. If we're being
No,
honest.
so she's
story
aware of like
short-
everything but that, I would say.
Long story short, I used to be a priestess for a cult. I left. They're mad about it, and they've been chasing me ever since.
Cults. Where does it end?
At the tip of the triangle.
She writes that one down.
That's pretty good. I'll use that later.
Probably shouldn't use a cult scripture or just saying.
Well, I mean,
And if I do decide to date Stacy, not you, that
oh, no
creates
worries,
a
I'm not
chink
offended.
that creates a chink in my armor and also creates a potential hostage situation.
That's how the dice roll sometimes in this bitch of an earth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, all I can say is if you just let it pass you by, one day you're not gonna be worrying about that cult anymore, but you'll worry about
I don't
this.
know about that.
Yeah, I mean, take it from a lonely old man. Don't be me.
Are you implying that Adva will become Nigel if she doesn't date Stacy?
Yeah.
It could.
Oh, certainly. I could see it. Working a groundskeeper job, having to deal with incorrigible youths.
She already does that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Odds are not in her favor.
She frowns. She
Well,
pokes.
here's what it really comes down to. Are you gonna regret it if you don't give it a shot?
I mean, it's a possibility. I asked Sam, and he was the opposite of helpful.
Who?
Oh, my cult guy. Don't worry about him.
Oh, okay. I guess I won't.
Hoodie man. I don't know if you've
I
seen
don't
him.
think they've met.
They have not.
Yeah. Long story. I won't go into it. I need a third opinion. Hey Tris, what should I do about this?
Oh boy. That's not something I was response.
I
I cannot solve your interpersonal problems for you.
Stupid 8-ball.
I don't know if Stacy knows what Triss is, so she might have just heard that apropos of nothing.
She raises an eyebrow.
Does Tris come out, or does it just like
Nah, it just said it.
speaking out of it?
Like out loud or in her head?
Out loud. Out loud for the
Was that
for
like
the
your
joke.
Siri or something?
No, it's my protection spirit.
Your... Okay. She clicks on her digital recorder under the table.
I don't know what she's gonna get. She's already
No,
told
just
her
like
that
when she starts hearing whack shit,
She just
She
turns
just wants
it
to
on.
keep a record of it. Yeah.
So probably when she started talking about the cult stuff is when she did that.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right.
Well, if you want my advice, I say go for it. But if you need to be careful, like, that's on you.
Fine, I'll talk to her at the very least. I don't want to lie to her, but I also, can't tell her the truth.
Since Stacy wasn't here for this part, she'll be
there
like,
is
"Wait, isn't
that.
this the Spider-Man thing?"
Who?
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Like, Spider-Man makes himself super unhappy, so he can't date Mary Jane and all that because he doesn't want her to be in danger. But then, she gets in danger anyway. So
Yeah, but she hasn't been in danger. There's a difference.
true, but she does live in Maplebrook. I mean, danger's right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, those two random kids that got pulled into the siren thing weren't in danger until they were.
We went outside, though.
Isn't she like a swimmer or something?
Yeah, we are, yes. The swimming area is inside the building.
Yeah, but you
Swimmers famously
realize
can't
that
go
she
inside
doesn't
doors.
teleport from one place to the other, right?
I can.
Okay, but most people can't. Some people leave their
Right.
homes to go places. I'm not one
Listen,
of them,
all
but some people do.
all I can say is if you're going to sacrifice so you don't lose something, then you've already lost it.
Damn, that sounded really cool. Wish I could have said that.
Fine,
Poor Nigel.
I'll talk to her.
Great.
Nice.
She pulls out her phone and since Stacy not her a text.
By about this time, I'll be making my way.
One word, meat.
No, Adva has sent her multiple sentences before.
Wow, it is
Wow.
serious.
Wowzers.
Oh, dude.
So Stacy,
I'll make
you
my way
go-
over to the box.
Yeah,
in the
you
meantime.
pick up the box and Nigel goes, "Oh right, so it took me some time to do it because I didn't know how. I had to look it up. But you know the rings that I had 3 of them. We lost one at some point. We used to have 4, but now we had 3. I've got one.
Oh, you mean those things the others were wearing?
Yeah. I've got one, and Connor's got one, and West has got one. We didn't have one for Adva, but she has a magic trident, so it worked out. But since you're part of the team, I thought it'd be nice if you had one. So backstory. There used to be 4 of us hunters when it was me and my 3 friends. One of them, I guess, must have lost it. I just sort of realized that I never got it back. The other ones gave me back theirs when they sort of retired. And I still have mine, but that still leaves us 1 short for you. So I had to look up how to make them because none of us knew how to do that. But I did it now.
Well, you just
and it's
find
right
that
there.
one on Google or something?
No, it was in a book somewhere he points to the library. It's like it took a lot of research, but I figured it out.
Huh.
That's yours.
She opens the box.
It's a ring. It's a ring. He doesn't
Her eyes
explain.
sparkle.
He does not explain what it does.
So, like, what's this? This makes it so I can lift super heavy beams or, run super fast?
Oh no, what it does is that one is, let me see. He tries to remember what he put into it. I think that will let you summon a gun.
She picked
She
up
had
the
like
ring.
a microsecond of pause and was like, "Oh, a gun." Oh shit!
And specifically, I believe it's a 9mm pistol of some kind. Oh,
I don't think I can have that on campus.
Important news.
She doesn't know how it works.
Yeah. So it's not a real gun. That's number 1. It's just sort of based on it's magic stuff. I don't need to go into it. Basically, while you have that, you can summon a gun into the hand that the ring is on to fight monsters. It is a weapon that will only hurt monsters, but be careful because it will hurt Connor, so don't shoot him with it.
Don't shoot Connor. Got it.
Yes. Or any other friendly monsters you know. Don't shoot them. But, like, you could try to cap Adva or me right now, and it wouldn't work. Don't do that, because it's loud, but, like,
she
you could.
squints. Yeah, I don't know why I would anyway. But thank you. She'll put it on. Does it just come natural?
Yep.
Do I, like, hold out my hand in a gun pose and it's just there?
It just pops. It summons itself into your hand spectrally, and it has the
Huh.
it has the appropriate like weight and stuff of a real gun.
Yeah, she kind of, notices that. Cool.
It feels like
She
you're holding
takes out
a
her
gun 'cause you're
magnifying
holding a
glass,
gun.
looks at everything. Is there anything, like, visually different from a normal gun?
Not really, other than that it's kind of like Magic-y colored, if that makes sense. It's
Yeah, the
like
color of
on
magic.
close inspection, it doesn't look like a real gun, but at a distance, it would probably be mistaken for a real gun.
I shouldn't wave this around so flippantly in public.
No, probably not. I wouldn't.
Do not have
Mine's
a
a
license
mace.
for
He
a
holds
gun.
up his hand and then summons a mace to it.
Holy.
Yeah, it's fucking rad as shit. That's what the kids say, right?
Well, this'll come in handy. You can't hit everything with nunchucks, as it turns out.
That is true. And you can't have everything with a flail, but I do my best. That's what I play the cards I'm dealt, and sometimes they're flail shaped.
Thanks, Nigel. Good looking out.
No problem. Welcome to the team. I'm sorry it took you so long. Again, I didn't know how to do this thing. I had to figure it out.
Not a problem.
All right. Well, you have to get back to. You look at your watch or whatever. I don't know. Do you have a watch?
She has a pocket watch.
Great. You look at your pocket watch, and you realize it's about time to get back into the office. Just to you've got some stuff to work on.
Gotta hit the beat again. Anyway, I'll catch you all later.
Yep. Don't drop it.
What?
The beat. Goodbye.
Oh. She chuckles, and she's gone.
Weird kid. He says to just Adva, I guess. Fair enough. So when you get back to your office, you actually somebody is waiting in front of the door, and you recognize him as the president of the broadcast club, Grant DeSolo. And he seems pissed.
Do I know why? Like, without asking?
No, probably not. I mean, I don't know if you would.
I just
put
wanted
two
to
and
make
two
sure, like,
together.
I didn't know if I'd be like, oh shit, as I'm walking out.
As far as you know, you didn't do anything.
She reads his body language and just kind of crosses her arms and raises an eyebrow. Is everything okay?
You! Yes, I've been meaning to talk to you. Somebody ruined my studio last night, and I would like you to look into it.
Last night, you say. Did you leave it unlocked?
Of course I left it unlocked. Fucking Renee was in there, and so was that incompetent oaf Ray running the boards, but somebody, I don't want to say who, seems to have sabotaged it, and now all of my equipment is broken.
Stacy thinks back to the radio broadcast and how it abruptly got all staticky and then went quiet. Interesting. Do you mind filling out a quick report with me so I can look into this thing?
If that's what it takes, then sure, I guess. He seems...
It'll be real quick and painless.
He seems impatient, but he does follow you to get this paperwork sorted out.
Yeah. She just wants to get a statement and everything.
Essentially, so, I don't know, what kind of information are
And I
you
guess I should
asking
write
for?
this down, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll basically ask, what time he left around, who was there when he left.
Yeah, so he probably left the
on.
school around, like, 6 p.m. or so last night. Around...
Man, I don't have a notes page. Oh, I'll just use my bio page. That'll work.
Yeah, you can do what you want. He left the school around 6 o'clock. The only people there when he left was Renee, who was Renee hadn't come in yet. It was whatever host
How do you
had
spell
been
her
before
name?
that. Rene.
She asked this in character.
Rene. She hadn't been there yet,
Renee.
but her
Okay,
she
and
was
last name?
Knight. Knight.
That is the name of the program. I should have put that one together.
Probably, yes. She hadn't come in there yet. Her shift was, I believe, she was working the 10 to 4 hours. She's generally our late night host. Somebody else had been there. Actually, I think it might have been David, yes. David was there, but he was leaving shortly after I was. We were basically just going to play music for a little bit in between hosts. But the what was his name? Ray. Yes, Ray is the one who was there basically all
Ray,
night.
why?
He was the only one there he was the only one there when I left. Ray Nielsen.
Nielson
Yes.
was the only one there when
Yes.
you officially left.
Yes, he's the technician. He runs the boards and stuff. I don't know what he does.
Fair enough. So as far as you know, it looks like so far David was going to leave shortly after you did. Ray is the technician, and he was there when you left.
Yes.
And
Renee
Renee had not shown up yet.
Not yet. This was around 6 o'clock when I left, but it sounded like I was listening to the radio last night. It sounded like about 3 o'clock maybe something went wrong. Little afterwards? I don't know. I didn't come in because I just assumed that... I don't know why I assumed my incompetent subordinates could take care of it, but... he just, like, puts a finger to the bridge of his nose. He sounds extremely, extremely annoyed.
She's still typing some of this stuff.
Yep.
In character. So she's, like, doing the
He doesn't seem to be made less annoyed by this. So are you going to look into it or not?
Well, these things don't happen overnight. Although in this case, it seems like it did. So
He doesn't find this amusing.
I'll look into it. Just
Great.
roll back the clock. Did Becky pay Stacy for her services? I just accidentally deleted my Stacy avatar. Oops.
Rip. No, I don't
Hang
think
on.
so.
Cancel chat.
wow.
I think
Okay,
I don't
okay.
think I think the
Nope, it's still
newspaper
gone.
club gets like a budget, but I don't think people pay you to look into stuff for the most part.
Okay. Oh, hang on. No, wait. Shut up. No, wait. Shut up. Rescind that question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll look into it. You know what it costs, right?
Cost? No. What does it cost?
She pulls out a pack of candy cigarettes. There's only one left, and she rattles it around.
You want me
Christ.
to get you some more candy cigarettes?
She smiles and nods.
I suppose I shall go down. God damn it. He gets up and leaves the room. I'll be back.
I'll just be working up this report then.
Great. So I think for now we can stop it there. Unless you have any specific questions you'd like to ask me. I don't know if you have some moves that you can do at the beginning of investigations. I don't remember. That's the first time you
beginning of
observe it.
That's a good question. Hang on.
That
Yeah.
one's not relevant. Naked City I don't think is relevant.
No, I mean maybe during the
Nah.
course of the investigation.
Yeah,
it
once
might be, but
once you actually start investigating, I think is the time.
yeah, nothing really right now.
Cool.
Cool.
So yeah, that'll do it for now. Got some interesting ideas about things that are happening now. I didn't think I don't know why I didn't think that fucking Connor would try to kidnap and memory wipe this lady. I don't know why that never occurred to me. It really should
Oh, you
have.
better have a plan, because Connor's gonna find her next time.
And he's not going to
The
listen to
moment
Stacy's
he's not
advice.
moving, Connor is getting closer.
Yep. So yeah, I've got some stuff to look into for next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow for either Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiative, and we'll be back next week for more Maplebrook. Yay!
Yeah.
Next
Bye.
week?
All right.
Are we doing weekly?
For now, until I need time to.
Fog. Let's
Bye.
go.